I bought a ceiling fan last summer for my bedroom. 3 hours of sweaty installation later, I turned it on and it sounded like a dying lawnmower. It wobbled, it hummed, and the airflow was pathetic. Standing in a hardware store, staring at dozens of identical-looking boxes, I realized I had completely ignored the single most important detail on the label: AC versus DC. Today we are breaking down exactly how these two motors change everything about your room's comfort, and a hidden cost that might make you regret your next purchase if you choose wrong. The motor mechanics. Alternating current, or AC, is what comes directly out of the wires in your ceiling. The current constantly alternates direction as it flows from the grid into your home. AC fans take that raw power from your local power plant and use it directly to rotate the blades. It's simple and proven. Direct current, or DC fans, do something vastly more clever. They have a built-in transformer hidden inside the canopy. This hardware takes the standard AC power and converts it into a steady, one-way stream of power before it ever hits the motor. Because the DC motor uses a constant stream of energy working alongside permanent magnets, it never has to fight against itself. It spins freely and smoothly. The older AC motor is essentially pushing and pulling constantly to create rotation through electromagnetic friction. That fundamental shift in engineering changes your utility bill, how well you sleep, and how the fan looks. Energy efficiency and the wallet impact. Let us talk about your electric bill. AC fans are highly inefficient by modern standards. A typical AC ceiling fan pulls anywhere from 50 to 100 watts of electricity on its highest speed setting. If you leave that running all day in a living room, it adds up quietly on your monthly statement. DC fans operate on a completely different level of efficiency. They typically use between 15 and 30 watts on their highest speed. We're talking about a 70% reduction in total energy consumption for the exact same amount of physical airflow. Over a single month, you might not notice a massive dent in your utility bill. Over 5 years of running a fan every single night in your bedroom, the DC fan pays for itself and can conserve electricity. If you live in a hot climate where ceiling fans run constantly, the financial math heavily favors the DC motor. Noise levels and the sleep factor. You do not notice a quiet one, but a loud one will drive you insane. Remember my lawnmower fan experience from the intro. That was a cheap AC motor vibrating through my ceiling. Because alternating current is constantly shifting directions 60 times a second, AC motors naturally produce an audible electrical hum. It is a physical byproduct of how raw electricity interacts with the heavy copper coils inside the casing. On high speed, the sound of the wind rushing past your ears usually drowns this out. On low speed, in a dead quiet bedroom at 2 in the morning, that low-frequency vibration becomes incredibly obvious. DC motors simply do not have this problem. The continuous direct current and the permanent magnetic design mean there is virtually zero electrical friction happening inside the housing. They are practically silent. You only hear the physical sound of the blades cutting through the air. For light sleepers, this single feature justifies the entire purchase price. Furthermore, most AC fans give you 3 blunt speeds, while DC fans offer up to 9 precise speed settings. Aesthetics and room design. Look up at an older ceiling fan in your house. You will likely notice a massive metal dome right above the spinning blades. That specific housing exists because AC motors are physically huge. They require a lot of space to hold the heavy iron cores and thick copper windings needed to generate enough torque to move the blades. DC motors are incredibly compact by comparison. They are smaller, vastly lighter, and pack significantly more turning torque into a much tighter space. This directly frees up product designers to create sleek, modern, and minimalist fan profiles that were impossible 20 years ago. You can get fans that sit perfectly flush against the ceiling without a giant metal bucket hanging down into your visual space. If you care deeply about interior design and want a fan that blends seamlessly into the architecture of the room, the DC options are far superior. Control systems and smart homes. Now I need to critically discuss how you actually turn the machine on. This is where older AC fans still hold a practical advantage for regular people. AC fans are beautifully dumb pieces of machinery. You can wire them directly to a standard wall switch in your house. You walk into a room, flip a manual switch, and the fan turns on immediately every single time. You can yank a physical pull chain to change the speed. DC fans are highly complex electronic devices. Because they absolutely require that internal transformer to convert the power, they rely entirely on electronic receivers to operate. You cannot just wire them to a standard variable wall switch. Almost all DC fans require a dedicated remote control or a smartphone application to function. This is fantastic if you want to control your bedroom fan from your mattress or integrate the unit into a smart home ecosystem. It is terrible if you have young kids who constantly lose small remotes. If the remote goes missing, you are stuck. Installation and long-term maintenance. Hanging a ceiling fan is nobody's favorite weekend chore. Here, DC fans offer a slight edge purely based on the laws of physics. Because the motors are physically smaller, the entire fan unit is significantly lighter to lift. Holding a heavy AC fan over your head while trying to align tiny metal screws on a ceiling mounting bracket is miserable. A lightweight DC fan is much easier for one normal person to manage safely. However, there is a major trade-off when it comes to long-term mechanical reliability. AC motors are essentially bulletproof. They are simple chunks of metal and wire that can literally run for decades without failing. When a DC fan fails, it is very rarely the motor itself that breaks. It is almost always the sensitive electronic receiver or the power transformer that fries. Replacing a burned-out receiver in a DC fan is a frustrating hassle. Upfront costs and market pricing. You will inevitably pay a premium for this newer motor technology. Walk into any local hardware store, and the cheapest fans sitting on the bottom shelf will all be standard AC models. You can easily buy a basic, highly functional AC fan for $50 to $70. It will not be pretty, and it might hum slightly on low speed, but it will absolutely move air effectively. DC fans demand a significantly higher entry price. You are directly paying for the onboard transformer, the specialized permanent magnets, the complex remote control system, and the sleeker overall design profile. Expect to pay at least double, and very often triple, the baseline price of comparable AC fan. You really have to view it as a long-term financial investment in household comfort rather than a quick, cheap fix for a hot room. The bottom line verdict. Which one should you actually spend your hard-earned money on? If you're outfitting a spare guest room that gets used 3 times a year, a loud garage workshop, or a cheap rental property where you just need functional airflow, save your money. Buy a reliable, inexpensive, pull chain AC fan. It will do the job forever, and you will not care about the slight hum. But if you're buying a ceiling fan for your primary bedroom, your main living room, or any space where you spend significant quiet time, the DC fan is the undisputed winner. The absolute silence of the motor alone is fully worth the higher initial price of admission. Add in the perfect micro adjustments of the speed control, the massive energy savings over the life of the unit, and the objectively better aesthetics, and it becomes very hard to justify buying old AC technology for a modern home. You will spend a bit more at the cash register, but you will never regret it.